land. I love you so dearly, like a child loves its mother, like a dog loves its master. That's how it begins, the anthem of my home, my UpperAustria. Your history reaches far back, and I don't know every detail that well. But one thing I know for certain, through all those years you have lived through hard times, but mostly good times too. After World War II, you became once more a state of Austria. Divided into 4 quarters, you grew into an industrial land. And Linz, Wels and Steyr helped shape you through the years. I was born in 1950 on Candlemas Day in Steyr. And first they took me to Deutschdorf after my parents' divorce. 5 years later, my mother took me to Puring near Kronsdorf. And in 1960 I came to the city of Steyr. There I started my own family, and 4 sons came into this world. And looking back today, I can gladly say that my life so far has been interesting and full of events. So here's a toast to Steyr, and to you, my UpperAustria, my beautiful homeland. Already in my early youth I saw how beautiful life could be, even out there in the countryside. Often after school I would sit beneath the blooming trees and on the meadows full of flowers. And I will never ever forget it. I could pick cowslips, violets and many other flowers. And even back then I felt the beauty of nature, and that I believe was surely a blessing from God. At harvest time I was always there when the combines came, and with great care I brought the straw bales to the barn with my little Steyr 30. Once I believe my guardian angel watched over me when the timber beam came crashing down on the left side of the tractor as we drove into the barn. And if it had hit me, I surely wouldn't be here today. At GFM Steyr, I found my very first job. I started out in sales west, and later on I moved into the design office. After 11 years I moved to a smaller company, but just a few years later my path led me back to GFM, back into design. In 2001, 9 colleagues and I, together with the product rolling mill, were sold to Linz, and there I spent another 10 busy years until I finally retired. My company often sent me abroad to visit our customers. Sometimes I had to tackle some really tough challenges, as people like to say, but I always managed to get it done to everyone's satisfaction. So I never had any reason to complain. Despite all those activities, I always followed my hobbies too. Whenever I had the time, I sang tenor in a mixed choir in Steyr, and later on the Christ Kindle Church choir. And because music has always been my favorite hobby, and still is to this day, I perform 2 or 3 times a year at APD. Songs with backing tracks or songs with my guitar are usually on the program, and the older people seem to enjoy them very much. And because my mind still doesn't want to grow old and rusty, something completely different has now come along. I've started producing my very own songs, and I'm sure I've got nothing left to lose. On my brand new YouTube channel, Friedrich Sommer, everyone can listen to the songs I create. And I think that's a really cool and wonderful thing. I believe all of this has worked out so well, because you, my UpperAustria, and you, my stair, have always been the center of my life. And for that, I thank you once again, from the bottom of my heart, my stair, and you, my